never get the best of me. Shut up when I speak. You're all talk, but the walk is cheap. So get up or get out. Time to face the reality. I'm a monster from your dreams. You don't wanna see the side of me. So get up or get out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Detroit, Michigan, and it's time for the draft. And we are being joined by the chairman of the board, the CEO of WWE, Mr. McMahon, who will host this evening's draft. If you didn't catch WWE Insider this past week, then this will be a shock to you. Eric Bischoff, Eazy-E, is back, and he is the general manager of Raw. The former commissioner now becomes general manager. A questionable appointment, that's for sure. Shane McMahon takes the reins of Friday Night SmackDown. So here are the rules of the draft. Raw has the first overall draft pick. SmackDown and Raw will each get 30 draft picks. Tag teams count as one pick unless a general manager only wants one member of the team. Whichever general manager drafts Samoa Joe is obligated to also draft Brock Lesnar, or vice versa. 6 main roster superstars will be randomly drafted to NXT. Any undrafted superstars will be declared as free agents and will be free to negotiate with either brand's general manager after the draft. The first 15 picks for each brand will be shown on Raw, and the full 30 superstar rosters will be revealed on SmackDown. Those are the rules of the WWE Draft. The current WWE Champion who earned Eric Bischoff the first draft pick, Shinsuke Nakamura, has been drafted to Raw. Wait a minute, the latest acquisition to Monday Night Raw has now been drafted to SmackDown. Eric Bischoff has lost out on the baddest woman on the planet, but he counters it by bringing the man Becky Lynch to Raw. A masterstroke by Shane McMahon with Ronda Rousey, and now secures the services of the Universal Champion Rey Mysterio. The third draft pick for Raw makes Monday nights phenomenal. AJ Styles has been drafted. Oh my, this is a huge draft. Samoa Joe is coming to SmackDown, and we know what that means. The big dog who put down the great one at WrestleMania, Roman Reigns, is coming to Raw. Well, it's official. Wherever Samoa Joe goes, Brock Lesnar goes. Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar are a part of SmackDown. A shrewd draft pick by Eric Bischoff, one for the future, the one and only Ricochet. The Women's Championship will be exclusive to SmackDown. The submission magician, Shayna Baszler. A glorious pick for NXT. Bobby Roode goes to the black and gold brand. Mr. McMahon giving Eric Bischoff a lifeline to retain the Women's Championship. It's happening next. It's going to be Becky Lynch of Raw versus Shayna Baszler of SmackDown, and the Women's Championship's on the line. And also later tonight, Tag Team Champions collide when the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits, take on the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Kings of Wrestling. What a start to this week's episode of Monday Night Raw. The WWE Draft certainly shocking the WWE locker room down to its core. Who's had the better of the first round of draft picks? Eric Bischoff of Monday Night Raw, or Shane McMahon of SmackDown? Certainly, this matchup could prove to be a huge one for both general managers. Shane McMahon drafting Shayna Baszler to SmackDown, taking the Women's Championship with her. But if Becky Lynch can defeat Baszler tonight, the Women's Championship will stay on Raw. Huge stakes for our first matchup to kick off Monday Night Raw. So who have you got? Is it going to be Becky Lynch, who becomes the new Women's Champion? Or will it be Shayna Baszler packing up her gold and moving to Friday nights? And let's not forget, these two have a storied past. It was indeed Shayna Baszler the submission magician, who put Becky Lynch out after Lynch won the Royal Rumble. That took away Becky Lynch her opportunity at challenging the Women's Champion at WrestleMania, and ever the opportunist, Baszler stepped in, and of course the rest is history. Shayna Baszler defeating Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania, and that's why she has the gold around her waist. I can't wait for this one. And we are almost all set to go for our first contest here on Raw in a momentous night as part of the WWE Draft. As Shayna Baszler hands over the championship and Becky Lynch takes a look. She should have challenged for that gold on the grandest stage of them all, but it was taken away from her by Shayna Baszler. Here we go. And Becky Lynch comes flying out the corner. Clothesline takedown, and Becky immediately going after the arm of Shayna Baszler. These two last week had a stare down when Becky Lynch made it clear that she was back. And tonight she's in action and she has a golden opportunity. If you're just joining us, Women's Championship on the line. Stiff shot by Becky Lynch. A dropkick takes down the champion. Now Lynch perched on that second rope. She wants Baszler up. Baszler gets to her feet and a dropkick puts down the champion once again. A pin. One. And just a one count. And Becky Lynch thus far looks like she shows no signs of any ring rust. She came straight fire out of the blocks. And now rolls through. And a pin. 1, 2, and close call there, Baszler. A slow start by the Women's Champion, who is now a part of SmackDown. Final opportunity for Raw to take that gold and keep it on the red brand. Eric Bischoff will be watching this one intently. Running knee by Baszler. And how about that draft pick by Shane McMahon? Ronda Rousey, who Eric Bischoff and WWE Insider bragged about. Such a great acquisition by Eazy-E, only to have it taken away from him. A shrewd bit of business by Shane McMahon, to say the least. Going for Rousey over any champion, then securing the services of Rey Mysterio, the Universal Champion, in his second draft pick. We know for Raw it was Shinsuke Nakamura who was pick number 1. It was Nakamura who gave Bischoff the first draft pick, so returning some loyalty there was Eazy-E. And loyalty is not a word I usually associate with Eric Bischoff. And let's get back to the action, and Shayna Baszler takes a tumble to the outside, and Becky Lynch, tope suicida. And thus far it has all been Becky Lynch, the man, and the referee laying the countdown. Quite possibly letting it go a little bit. That count seems a bit longer than the norm. But we are up to 5, and these two ladies will need to be sure that they do get back in the ring. The title cannot change hands via a count out, but Becky Lynch brings Shayna Baszler back into the ring. And Lynch with an exploder suplex. And Becky Lynch wants Shayna Baszler up and up to her feet. Gets Baszler and put back down. One leg drop kick there. Caught her right on the jaw. And it's a 2 count. And Becky Lynch getting closer. And Baszler wisely rolled out the way. Good ring awareness. And Shayna Baszler trying to lock in that submission, that guillotine. And she has got Becky Lynch. And Becky Lynch will have to find a way. And she does. Great strength being shown by Becky Lynch. Shayna Baszler already knocking off Kairi Sane a week ago. Went for the kick, did Baszler. Lynch wise of it. And Becky Lynch with a running forearm. Into the corner goes Baszler head first. What a huge show it is tonight. Mr. McMahon has shaken things up already. And a kick that'll shake up Becky Lynch. Right in the skull by the women's champion. Forearm, the crowd really getting on the case here in Detroit of the WWE Women's Champion. Russian leg sweep by Becky Lynch. Lynch takes a moment. And Becky Lynch must be careful that she doesn't burn herself out, returning to action after quite a period on the sidelines. And she could suffer from fatigue if this match goes a fair distance. And the referee now asking the question, both of these ladies very skilled in submissions, just like at WrestleMania, where Shayna Baszler came out on top and made Charlotte Flair tap out. Baszler, oh, corner. Could have it. 1, 2, oh, and a kick out by the challenger. And now Baszler targeting a body part, the arm of Becky Lynch. Oh! And this is really where Shayna Baszler comes into her own. Picking apart, dissecting her opponents, and look at this. Trying to break the hand of Becky Lynch. Into the corner goes the challenger. Baszler had a slow start, but now gradually taking control. Who do you think's going to win this one? And I want to thank you all for joining us once again. Baszler missed. She went to chop the leg away. Oh, Becky Lynch didn't get it, and Baszler now on the receiving end of a Bexploder. Great turnaround by Becky Lynch. And now it's Becky going on the work on the arm of Baszler. Maybe trying to soften her up for that disarm her. The finishing maneuver of Becky Lynch. Can she force Shayna Baszler to tap out? Snaps the neck. Does Becky Lynch? You've got to be thinking the former women's champion Charlotte Flair will be watching. Where will she end up as part of the draft? We will have to await and see. And also, what does Ronda Rousey think of this? And if the championship does indeed go to Monday night, what does that mean for SmackDown and their hopes for the women's division? So many questions at the moment, not many answers, but we will find out in the coming weeks, and I hope you all can join us. And if you are enjoying the show, please do make sure you are subscribed to the channel with the notification bell turned on so you stay up to date with all episodes of Universe. As Becky Lynch finds a way to break free of Baszler, European uppercut, cuts down the champion, and a shot to the back. And Lynch has to keep on top of Baszler. She cannot give Shayna Baszler any opening because Baszler will take it. Oh, look at this. Knee after knee. Oh! Oh, Becky Lynch. She looks stunned. She could be out. She's somehow climbing her way to her feet. I don't know how. Here comes Baszler. Oh, and Baszler gets dumped on the outside. Maybe reactionary from Becky Lynch. Referee starting the count again. And Baszler turns around and Becky Lynch is all up in her face. Lynch forcing back Baszler, but Baszler replies as the brawl resumes on the outside. Elbow to the back of the neck. by Becky Lynch. A forearm by Lynch. Baszler trying to put the brakes on, trying to hold off the offense, and that shot to the gut certainly did that. Went for the kick, missed it. Becky Lynch, forearm. And these two are gradually making their way up the ring ramp. Referee up to the count of 7. Gotta keep an ear out for that count up to 8. And Becky Lynch with the disarmer. Referee up to 9. Oh no! Becky Lynch with the disarmer, but the referee has reached the 10 count. And Shayna Baszler was tapping out on the outside, but it won't count out there, and now Baszler walking away. And Becky Lynch wants to continue the fight, but Baszler wants none of it. Oh dear, you've got to question it. Did Becky Lynch let her emotions get the better of her? So here we go, 5 more draft picks for Monday Night Raw. The first being the Intercontinental Champion, Seth Rollins. Oh, the former United States Champion, Kevin Owens. He's coming to Monday nights. And Eric Bischoff has retained the services of the Raw Tag Team Champions. The Street Profits stay with the red brand. Oh wow, what a pick. The Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, will be a part of Raw. And the 10th draft pick, which will conclude this round of picks for Raw, it is Sami Zayn. So how will Shane McMahon respond in this second round of draft picks? Well, he's gone with the Viper, Randy Orton. Raw is safe of the RKO. Oh, and the Kings of Wrestling will stay on SmackDown with their Tag Team Championship silverware. Oh, but the United States Championship, the newly crowned United States Champion, Jeff Hardy, is a part of the blue brand. Oh, what a pick. Shane McMahon has called upon Aleister Black to be a part of Friday nights. And the 10th and final pick of this round of draft picks, Shane McMahon has gone with the veteran, Chris Jericho. Who's it gonna be? Who's the second superstar to join NXT? It's the boss, Sasha Banks. Oh wow! Welcome back to Monday Night Raw, and we are being joined by a superstar who we now know will stay on Monday Night Raw, and that is the underdog from the underground, who's receiving a great ovation from the fans here in Detroit, Michigan, Sami Zayn. And what does Sami Zayn have on his mind? Maybe he will talk about his feelings towards being drafted as a part of Monday nights. The 10th draft pick for Raw. Let's hear what Sami has to say. Hypocrisy, lies and criticism, his crusade to rid the WWE of the vermin that has infested in our business. What on earth is Sami Zayn going on about? And oh, of course, Kevin Owens, he's going to be the first one to come out here and align himself with Sami Zayn. These two best buddies. I thought we'd turned a corner with Kevin Owens when he shook the hand of Kurt Angle after that grueling gauntlet match, but I was wrong. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have been best buddies for years upon years, and it looks like again they're going to concoct some sort of narrative to benefit themselves. Go on then. Shake his hand. Oh! A stunner? What? Kevin Owens just stunned Sami Zayn out of his boots. Well, maybe Kevin Owens has turned the corner. Kevin Owens wanting nothing to do with Sami Zayn and his crusade. Well, it's not a crusade, but later on tonight, it's an open challenge. The Intercontinental Champion, Seth Rollins, putting his title on the line, and this challenge is open to both Raw and SmackDown superstars. But welcome back to Raw, and up next, champions collide. It is Raw versus SmackDown, as the Street Profits, the Raw Tag Team Champions, take on the Kings of Wrestling, the current SmackDown Tag Team Champions. This is going to be a contest that you do not want to miss. And again, I want to thank you all for joining us here as part of the WWE Draft. It has been a busy night already, plenty more action to come. And of course, we have that open challenge that I just mentioned. Who do you think will take up the challenge for the Intercontinental Championship against Seth Rollins later tonight? Have your say in the chat and in the comment section. But right now, let's focus on this tag team match as the Kings, Cassius Ohno and Cesaro, make their way to the ring, representing the blue brand. Representing Shane McMahon, the Kings of Wrestling, the current SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And these two seem to like to poke their nose in anybody and everybody's business. We've seen the rivalry between them and John Cena. It brought Daniel Bryan into the fold. Daniel Bryan came to the aid of John Cena at WrestleMania, almost had to go it alone against the Kings, and the Kings came up short on the grandest stage of them all, and they were very lucky that their tag team championship was not on the line. That matchup was personal, And much like tonight, here in the ring, it's about bragging rights right now. The championships will not be on the line in this one. This is about brand supremacy. And we're starting off with Montez Ford and Cassius Ohno gets a drop kick in the mush. Both of these teams not short of confidence, that's for sure, even with the Kings of Wrestling picking up a loss at WrestleMania. It hasn't dented their confidence at all, and the Street Profits are on a roll at the moment. Elbow right between the eyes of Cassius Ohno. Montez Ford will have to look out, because if Cassius Ohno catches you with one of those fists, it will be KO. It'll be a knockout. Montez Ford, I'm sure, is very much aware of the dangers of Cassius Ohno. Snaps him over, and now the chin lock, applying pressure to the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Who you got for this one? As Ohno begins to get to his feet, just about, now he's up. A few elbows, breaks the hold of Montez Ford. And we've got the powerhouse on the apron. The more quicker of the two is Ford. Angelo Dawkins, the power, he waits. And a spin kick catches Cassius Ohno. Oh, and a 2 count, an early 2 count. As the professional for the Kings of Wrestling watches on, Cesaro. And I was talking very much about Daniel Bryan, and the Kings of Wrestling certainly did poke their nose in Daniel Bryan's business in the aftermath of WrestleMania. Cesaro attacking Daniel Bryan during the gauntlet match last week on SmackDown, and making sure that Daniel Bryan would play no further part in advancing to challenge Rey Mysterio for the Universal Championship later on that night. If you did miss SmackDown, you can still catch it on demand on my YouTube channel as Cassius Ohno with the running senton, dropping all his weight across Montez Ford. A smart move from both general managers, in my opinion, to make sure that you retained both sets of your tag team champions. Seemed a bit of an undersight from Eric Bischoff to not approach Shayna Baszler, but instead going with Becky Lynch. He maybe put his eggs in one basket, hoping that Becky Lynch would be able to wrestle the Women's Championship away. We now know that she didn't, and that SmackDown has exclusivity of the Women's Championship. No Women's Championship for Raw. So what does that mean for the women of Monday nights? We'll have to wait and find out. Something for General Manager Eric Bischoff to ponder. And another kick. There's a bit of a split crowd here. Some of the fans in Detroit behind the Kings of Wrestling, fans of SmackDown. But also there's plenty of fans for the Street Profits. DDT as the powerhouse Angelo Dawkins hits the ring with authority. And that brought Cesaro in to break the count. And a bit of chaos now unfolding. Ford in there, taken out by Cesaro, and Angelo Dawkins picks up Cesaro like he weighs nothing, but oh, out the back door goes Cesaro and chops down Dawkins, and this has given Ohno time to get back up. Dawkins, oh, got hit with a bicycle kick, walked straight into it, and no. But for a moment, it was going to give the Kings of Wrestling the victory, and Cesaro has done a bit of a job on Montez Ford on the outside, and for the moment, Dawkins is going to have to go it alone. Montez Ford down on the side of the Kings of Wrestling, only just getting to his feet at the moment. That leaves the corner of the Street Profits empty. Angelo Dawkins holding his own. He wants the fans in Detroit to get behind him. There you see Montez Ford. Picked a fight with Cesaro and came up short. Head first into the corner goes Cassius Ohno, who needs to bounce back at the moment. Dawkins has gained control. Oh, but Cassius Ohno turns the tables. And Angelo Dawkins and a Hurricane Rana. What a move from the big man. And Cassius Ohno sends Angelo Dawkins to the corner of the Kings of Wrestling, and a tag has been made. Here comes the professional Cesaro. Double team from the SmackDown champs. Basement super kicks and well, Cesaro seemed to want to continue the fight with Montez Ford. And he's paying for it twice. And Dawkins drives down Cesaro with the half Nelson, and that was a mistake from Cesaro. Got caught up in the little rivalry that him and Montez Ford had on the outside of the ring, tried to continue it, took his eye off the ball, and now the Street Profits almost taking his head off for the cause. And now Ford is in a much better position, but Cesaro still unhappy with Ford. Leg drop right across the chest and drives the knee down. Cesaro has wrestled back control, but for how long? Takes up Montez Ford. Great strength being shown by one half of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Into the corner, and Cesaro says, come on. No response from Montez Ford, but a European uppercut from Cesaro. And we know once he gets going, sometimes he doesn't like to stop. There's a second. Is he going to go for the third? Looks possible. He's even mocking the Street Profits. Here he comes. 1, 2, so close. But Montez Ford now missed the drop kick. Snap suplex, and that allows Cesaro back into control. Mistakes by both men. Grand supremacy on the line for sure in this one. European uppercut again. You can see Cassius Ohno still suffering the effects of this matchup, but a very European uppercut from Cesaro. And a tag made to Cassius Ohno. I'm not sure that's the right move. Ohno just about recovering, and all Angelo Dawkins can do is look on. Cassius lining up. Cyclone, no! He went for the cyclone kick. Ford out the way. DDT! Wait a minute! Daniel Bryan! Running knee! Payback is a B! Cesaro just got blindsided by Daniel Bryan. But this matchup continues. And Cassius Ohno, he's felt this before. And he survived it when John Cena interfered in a Kings of Wrestling match. But a stiff shot by Angelo Dawkins may have rung the bell of one of the Kings of Wrestling. Cassius Ohno in trouble. Frog splash. 1, 2, 3. And Raw rules over SmackDown in the tag team division. The Street Profits can give an assist to Daniel Bryan, and this is how it unfolded. You see right here, Montez Ford with a huge DDT, but chaos after this. Daniel Bryan came out of nowhere, the running knee to Cesaro, which left Cassius Ohno all on his own, and Ohno could not bounce back. A frog splash, giving the Street Profits the victory. It is indeed the Red Brand who has supremacy. RKO! maybe I spoke too soon. Randy Orton may have had the final point for SmackDown. So here we go, the final round of draft picks for Raw and SmackDown. And Raw kicked things off with Ember Moon. Oh, the former United States champion Finn Balor is coming to Monday nights. Oh, and a tag team that will be interested in the Street Profits for sure. The Club joins the Red brand. And another tag team, Heavy Machinery, Otis Dozovic and Tucker Knight. Oh wow, and the 15th draft pick is the Dream, the Velveteen Dream. So one more roll of the dice for Shane McMahon before this televised draft ends. And it is Daniel Bryan, the 11th draft pick. Oh, and the Queen joins the Queen of Spades as a part of the Blue brand. Charlotte Flair is coming to SmackDown. A monstrous draft pick. 13, unlucky for some. I'd say unlucky for the SmackDown locker room. And the War Raiders, they might just mount a challenge towards the Kings of Wrestling. And the 15th draft pick, the final draft pick for SmackDown, the $1 Million Champion, EC3. So who's going to NXT? Oh, the show-off will now showcase his skills on the black and gold brand, Dolph Ziggler. Well, you heard it from the general manager himself, Eazy-E, Eric Bischoff. The main event tonight is a fatal four-way match between AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, Ricochet and Sami Zayn, and the winner will become the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Monday Night Raw, and I hope you've all enjoyed the WWE Draft. More details to come of the full rosters on SmackDown. But what a night it's been. And now we have Intercontinental Championship action An open challenge from a very fighting champion in the Architect, Seth Rollins. The door is open, and it might just be one more opportunity for SmackDown to get one up on Raw. If a SmackDown superstar takes up the challenge and defeats Seth Rollins, he will take the Intercontinental Championship to the Blue Brand. But that is easier said than done. The Architect is a fighting champion, and that's why he puts out this kind of challenge to take on all comers. And I'm sure the general managers will be paying close attention to this matchup. Most notably, Shane McMahon, who will be wanting to put the boot in one more time to Eric Bischoff after securing the services of the baddest woman on the planet. Yes, if you didn't see earlier, as part of the draft, Shane McMahon leapfrogged Eric Bischoff in acquiring Ronda Rousey to join SmackDown. Eric Bischoff thought he had it signed and sealed that Ronda Rousey would be a part of Raw. That is not the case. Rousey joins Friday nights. So who's it gonna be? Oh my. Well, it is an acquisition of Raw. This one, Eric Bischoff, did get done. It is the former United States champion Finn Balor, who lost his championship this past week on SmackDown to the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy. And what a way to represent your new brand and showcase yourself to your new general manager. Finn Balor has decided to take the challenge, the leader of the Balor Club, and step up. And you see in the wins and losses that one L, and that was the defeat to Jeff Hardy that I'm talking about. Losing, shocking many of the WWE Universe on the premiere episode of SmackDown. If you have not seen the match, you can catch it on demand right now on my YouTube channel. But Finn Balor came out with an L, with a loss to his name, and lost the United States Championship. But what a way to bounce back, as here tonight he steps up to challenge Seth Rollins. And you've got to think this is a risky decision from Finn Balor, because stepping up for your brand is one thing, and trying to showcase yourself to your new general manager to impress the boss is a great idea and all. But what if Balor comes up with a loss? It could go from bad to worse. Consecutive championship defeats for Finn Balor. That's not a good look. It's a risky decision. It's a bold move, Cotton. It really is. But Finn Balor is the man who steps up to take on Seth Rollins. And it is our next matchup. Intercontinental Championship on the line. The championship will stay on Raw. But who will be the champion? Now's your time to have to say. We are moments away. And that's what it's all about. The WWE Intercontinental Championship held by the Architect Seth Rollins. Finn Balor won that grueling fatal four-way ladder match to become United States champion, but the championship reign was short-lived. You can hear the contention here in Detroit, Michigan. Getting behind Finn. His first matchup on Raw. And Rollins went for the dropkick. Balor sidestepped it, boot to the midsection. These two, both very skilled, quick competitors. And a roundhouse kick by Finn Balor. And oh, over the top rope to the outside. Balor with a cross body. Momentum took them both over. Looked like Rollins came out the worst. And head first, and Balor has really got stuck in early. Not a cagey start at all. Fireman's carry on the outside. On the concrete, that padding adds no protection. I can tell you that right now. And Rollins awaiting Balor. Back up, here comes, oh dear. And the reason why I say that is, if you recall, many months ago, it was that sort of fall that damaged the knee of Seth Rollins against Bobby Roode. Happened again here tonight, but hopefully not causing too much damage, and Rollins can continue, but Finn Balor could care less about that. He's trying to capitalise and make a gain and become the new Intercontinental Champion. He was very, very close. Front face death drop. And a kick to the back. And another kick to the back. And I'm not quite sure at the moment. Not really seeing Rollins kind of stumbling along. He might just be dazed, but moving rather gingerly, and that could be because of the knee. Finn Balor applying the pressure, and because of that pressure, it's making Rollins make mistakes. Springs off the second rope and crashing to the outside. Once again goes the Intercontinental Champion, and Balor wants him up. Finn Balor, great start, impressing me. The general manager, I'm sure, Eric Bischoff. And Rollins up, and Balor takes him back down. Referee up to the count of 2, and these two superstars, particularly the challenger, will be fully aware that you can't win this match via a count out. We've seen earlier on tonight Becky Lynch come up short because of that. Crowd chanting Finn, Detroit, a part of the Balor Club it seems. Up to 6, and Rollins' head bouncing off that LED ring post. That is unforgiving. And wisely, Balor, in good time, brings Rollins in, and Rollins shoves Balor away, and he's up and he's moving okay. So, sling blade, and these two have got very close movesets. Both men like to utilise that manoeuvre, but it is Balor who strikes first, and Seth Rollins gets the shoulder up. What a turnaround it could be for Finn Balor. Like I said, it's on a knife edge, this matchup. And now Dragon Sleeper. You can see the crank of the neck of Seth Rollins was really found it hard to stop the momentum. And a knee to the head and a second, and that one did break the hold. Rollins sends Balor off the ropes. Balor's brought the A-game thus far. Ducks underneath, does Seth Rollins, and turns Finn Balor inside out with a neck breaker. Good response by the champion. Standing moonsault too. Who is going to take the Intercontinental Championship forward for the Red Brand in this new era under Eric Bischoff? Pinned by Rollins. 1. Just the 1 count. And back up gets Balor. Shot back up to his feet and takes up Seth Rollins, who finds a way to escape. And a DDT. Lifting DDT. And Rollins on the move now. Perched on the second rope. This has been a fast-paced contest. Some high-impact moves already. And Rollins looking to add to it. Balor comes round, comes forward and walks straight into the blockbuster. Shades of Buff Bagwell. Someone had to say it. 2 count for Rollins. And head first goes Finn. Detroit making a lot of noise. It is a great atmosphere for the draft, and Rollins wants the fans to get even louder, and Rollins comes in with that forearm. And now Seth Rollins. Oh, cradle DDT. And that put Balor in all sorts of trouble, but Balor kicks out. Packaged him up, but couldn't get the delivery. And a slap. Oh, and Finn Balor from that slap. Reverse 1916. when he does go for the pin. 1, 2, no! We nearly had a new champion. Rollins just got that shoulder up in the nick of time, and now Balor putting the boots and the knees to the architect, making sure that Seth Rollins does not get back to his feet. Picks him up now, takes him up on the shoulders of Balor and drives the leg or the knee on Rollins. Oh, running knee. Well, Seth Rollins will not give up without a fight, and you're seeing that fight right now. LA kick from Balor. Seth Rollins came at Finn Balor, and Balor with a Pele kick and a double foot stomp. What a contest you're seeing here for the Intercontinental Championship between Seth Rollins, the champion, with challenger Finn Balor. It was Balor that started out the faster. Rollins has got himself back into the match, and that's a back and forth contest between the two. As Rollins picks up Balor and drags him across the ring, dumps him on the outside through the middle rope. And Rollins looking to take a risk. Here he comes, Tope Suicida from the Intercontinental Champion. Putting his own body on the line to try and secure and retain his championship is Seth Rollins, and the crowd chanting, "This is awesome," showing their appreciation for this contest. Head first into the barricade, and Eric Bischoff must have a smile on his face, having these two superstars assigned to his brand. And Seth Rollins had a shoulder problem there, but now heading up, and Balor just about coming round, and Balor might just have avoided whatever Seth Rollins was looking for, but Rollins perched and waits, and here comes Seth Rollins, the Meteor. Meteora, am I right? You get what I'm saying, he got it. And now Rollins wants Balor up, here comes Seth, went for the drop kick, Balor out the way, DDT, opportunity, 1, 2, oh but 2. Very close. Finn Balor, as Rollins began to get going through the gears, sidestepped, DDT, but not enough. Violence carry by Finn Balor. Rollins is already back up, chop blocked by Seth. Into the corner goes Finn. He's getting gut check time in this matchup. Something's got to give. Oh, and a high knee from Rollins. And Rollins heading up. Superplex rolls through. Look at the strength of the Intercontinental Champion. Oh, and it's no. The shoulder came up, and Rollins on the move already. He's perched. Frog splash, he got him. No, it was 2. Finn Balor got that shoulder up, but for how much longer? Rollins looking for the curb stomp. Finn Balor caught the leg, kicked it away. And a kick of his own, which now sets up a shotgun drop kick. Can Balor do it? Heads to the top. No time wasted from Balor. Coup de grace. 1, 2, 3, and we have a new Intercontinental Champion, Finn Balor has done it! After losing the United States Championship on SmackDown, Finn Balor comes to Raw and the Balor Club picks up the Intercontinental title and Seth Rollins is defeated. What a moment for Finn Balor and Eric Bischoff. Oh my, wait just a second. Dean Ambrose? Dean Ambrose? Dean Ambrose is coming through the crowd as Finn Balor celebrates his moment. What on earth does Ambrose want? Well, Ambrose, I can only consider, is a free agent at the moment. He was not a part of the draft so far. And Ambrose, face to face with the new Intercontinental Champion. Look at this. A stare down between Ambrose and Balor. Eyeball to eyeball, crowd on their feet here in Detroit. And oh, Finn tried to strike, but Ambrose looking for the dirty. No! Finn Balor. Oh my! Look out! Oh my God! Ambrose came to get some of Finn Balor. And boy oh boy did he get it. A brawl now. And the celebration was certainly short. And this just shows when you become a champion on either brand, you are a target. And Dean Ambrose has his target set and it's on Finn Balor. And now the action spilling out to the WWE Universe. Where are they going? Trying to get some cameras out there to see what's going on as this fight resumes through the crowd, through the WWE Universe. And it's Ambrose who drags Finn Balor. He's just been through an epic contest with Seth Rollins. Oh, and a knee to the back by Dean Ambrose. And a shoulder takedown as Finn tries to evade the offense. He's giving as good as Ambrose dishes out, that's for sure. Trying to put the brakes on is Finn. But Ambrose is relentless. Oh, ducked underneath. LA kick from Finn. Where are they going now? Finn Balor up on the stage and Ambrose is up and he's seen that Balor trying to make his way away, but he doesn't get far enough. And Ambrose is like a man possessed, a crazed lunatic, if you will. Oh, I'm getting out of here. And I'm just sorting my headset out as Dean Ambrose takes apart my announce table. You can't see me because I'm hiding. And what intentions does Ambrose have? I told you he's possessed out here. He's on a mission. But Finn Balor trying to put up a fight. I don't know how after that contest with Seth Rollins, the new Intercontinental Champion, but he doesn't look like a champion at the moment. What are you doing, Ambrose? Oh! Oh no. What are you thinking? No. Ambrose, no. No. Dirty deeds through the table. A paradigm shift, if you will, as Dean Ambrose commandeers the new Intercontinental Champion. It's chaos in Detroit. Oh, wait a minute. Eric Bischoff, the new general manager, he's furious. They defeated Seth Rollins walking up the ramp, and Eric Bischoff trying to lay down the law to the Raw roster. I don't know if it's the right time to do this, Eric. Rollins is coming back. Rollins not in the mood for this, I'm sure. And Rollins arguing with our new general manager. Oh no, don't do it. Curb stomp. Oh my. Seth Rollins just curb stomped Eric Bischoff. Welcome to Raw, Eric. Repercussions, I'm sure, will be had from Easy E to Seth Rollins. But here you see the 15 draft picks of each brand, Raw and SmackDown, and to mention too, the 3 random draft picks that went to SmackDown are Bobby Roode, Sasha Banks, and Dolph Ziggler. Welcome back to Monday Night Raw, and it is time for your main event. Announced earlier this evening by Eric Bischoff, who I'm not entirely sure if he will be watching this one now after that curb stomp. A sore head for sure for Easy E, but it is our fatal 4-way match to declare a new #1 contender for the WWE Championship, which is held by the King of Strong Style, the undefeated Shinsuke Nakamura, and AJ Styles. A different attitude in recent weeks after WrestleMania. Not happy with the fans and the WWE Universe, feeling that they didn't show appreciation to him during his matchup with Shawn Michaels. And we know how that one turned out. Well, to say there was a few highlights in that matchup between Shawn Michaels and AJ Styles would be an understatement, but nobody does highlights like the human highlight reel, the one, the only, Ricochet. A great acquisition, a true good signing by Eric Bischoff to make Ricochet a part of the Red brand, and the future could be now. If Ricochet can win this match and defeat his 3 other opponents, he will indeed challenge for the WWE Championship. What a start to the career of Ricochet on the main roster if that was to happen. And it is a strong possibility. Don't doubt it. But if Ricochet is indeed to score and capitalise on this opportunity, he'll have to beat who I consider a bit of a veteran round here now, and that is Sami Zayn, who earlier tonight decided to throw the kitchen sink at the WWE Universe, calling on every name under the sun. And it's all about Sami now and this new crusade, and I think earlier he thought he had already recruited one superstar to join him, but that superstar, his former best buddy Kevin Owens, was having nothing to do with him. He stunned him, literally. Not just stunned him mentally, he stunned him, Stone Cold style. A stunner to Sami Zayn from Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens has turned a page, it seems, in his career. Feels like to me that Owens has decided to see the light a little bit. It's not all doom and gloom from Kevin Owens since he lost his United States Championship. He has decided to look at the positive. He had a great matchup with Kurt Angle on SmackDown in the Gauntlet match, in which he shook Kurt Angle's hand. And tonight, he didn't want to hear about the whining and the moaning of Sami Zayn, and he took matters into his own hands. So, who you got in this fatal 4-way match, our main event, and Kevin Owens picks up where he left off, going straight after his former friend, Sami Zayn. AJ Styles mixing it up with Ricochet. And already we've got some action on the outside and some action inside the ring. We're going to have to keep an eye on all the action going on. And let's not forget, whoever wins this match will indeed get an opportunity to face Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship, the prized asset of Monday Night Raw. Eric Bischoff retaining the services of Nakamura. Nakamura won him the first draft pick, and it seemed Eric Bischoff rewarded Nakamura. As Sami Zayn sends Kevin Owens headfirst into the barricade. No count out in this one. Won the fatal 4-way, no DQ as well. So it opens up things a bit more here. And Owens tying up Sami Zayn in all sorts of knots, and right down on the back of the arm of Sami Zayn. I went for a kick to the back, but Zayn out the way in a clothesline. Not friends anymore, but now the action inside the ring. We've got Ricochet going up against AJ Styles. Definitely a more. I'm not entirely sure what we want to call this attitude of AJ Styles. It kind of stinks, if we're being honest. I mean, nobody thought after that contest at WrestleMania, in the biggest matchup in AJ Styles' career, he probably won't like me saying that because he seems to be playing down that he did take on the showstopper. But a pin here, a pin. One. And a kick out from AJ, but AJ Styles seems to have a real bee in his bonnet, not just about the loss, but the fact that he's even being compared to Shawn Michaels. So, since then, Styles has decided to tell the WWE Universe he's tired of them. And you can tell the fans don't appreciate it. Boos from the fans here in Detroit. Oh, and 1, 2. Oh, and a kick out from Styles. And Styles will have to not underestimate Ricochet, because if he does, he will get caught out. Because Ricochet can do things that many can't. Not even AJ Styles. I'll put that out there now. It's debatable. Debated in the chat. Ricochet. Big boots and Styles to the outside of the ring. And Ricochet. I don't think he's staying there for long. And Styles probably should be on the move, because Ricochet twists and turns in midair and takes out AJ Styles. Unbelievable, and that's what I'm talking about. And Ricochet heads up, and he was just about to go back in the ring, saw Styles getting to his feet. Oh! Wow. Welcome to Raw, Ricochet. Oh, and Sami Zayn's not safe. No one's safe from Ricochet at the moment. And Sami Zayn grabs onto the leg of Ricochet for dear life, probably the best move at the moment, and cuts down Ricochet. And I think they should try and nullify the aerial ability of Ricochet if they can. One of these three superstars is going to have to do it. Sami Zayn having a go at the moment. Couple of chops, but Ricochet managing to ricochet those shots. And Zayn now dumped on the outside, and we saw how this went for AJ Styles, and it's the same outcome. Ricochet flies through the air, but Kevin Owens. I forgot about Kevin Owens. He was waiting behind, and as Ricochet landed, Owens grabbed him, put him in the ring. Super kick by KO. We've got Styles on the outside, Zayn on the outside, and now Owens looking for that package power driver, but Ricochet with a Hurricane Rana. Oh, he wouldn't, would he? Are you kidding me? Ricochet! Oh, wow, I like that. His take on the people's elbow. Can't imagine The Rock doing that, but I'm sure he will appreciate it. Very nice from Ricochet, who's already on the move. Second rope, and Kevin Owens just realising now how hard it is to keep up with Ricochet. He is a one and only. Here comes Ricochet. Hurricane Rana for Owens, and Owens is dazed, maybe a little bit confused at the moment. Every time he turns around, there is Ricochet, and a cannonball. That's something from Owens' arsenal. And you've got to think that at the moment you're better off to be inside the ring, at least you're in the contest, than like the two superstars outside it. AJ Styles and Sami Zayn at the moment will have no say if, say, Kevin Owens decides to pin Ricochet, and it could indeed lead to the victory. Up goes Ricochet. Oh, and a powerbomb. 1, 2, and oh, just like that. Nobody there to save Ricochet. Ricochet had to save himself. And Owens has the power advantage, that's for sure, and now beginning to utilise it. And now Owens takes a risk, second rope. And Kevin Owens with a blockbuster. Saw one of those earlier. Buff Bagwell. Trendsetter. Good at trending. As Kevin Owens has to grab the ears of Buff Blockbuster, never forget. And Owens, headbutt, oh, and another one. Stuns Ricochet into the corner. And a big boot, and Kevin Owens coming off the back of that gauntlet match. Like I mentioned earlier, had a great showing against Kurt Angle, but Angle on the night, I mean, he really did roll back the years, and unfortunately it ended on a disappointing note. That punt from Randy Orton, and we will keep you updated on Kurt Angle in the coming weeks, but not a way for the Olympic gold medalist to bow out, that's for sure. But back to the action right here, right now, as Owens slips out the back. And a forearm shot to AJ Styles, who tried to blindside Kevin Owens, and Owens has his attention on Ricochet. Didn't work out for AJ. As Kevin Owens waits for AJ Styles to get to his feet, takes him up and drives the knee into the back. And Owens could be becoming the favourite. Owens went for the clothesline, Styles ducked it, turns around, forearm shot by the Phenomenal One, and now takes Kevin Owens to the top rope. Styles Hurricane Rana all the way from the top, and down goes Kevin Owens. And on the outside of the ring we've got Ricochet and Sami Zayn. If you're just joining us, it is a fatal four-way, and the winner will become the number one contender for the WWE Championship, which has been drafted to Raw. As Styles wants up Owens, calling Owens to get to his feet. Takes him up. And down. 1, 2. And Owens kicks out at 2. Styles asking the official, but it was definitely a 2 count. Crowd on their feet enjoying this main event. We've seen some cracking moves from Ricochet. He is out of the contest at the moment. It is Styles and Owens who stand a good chance of becoming the number one contender. Zayn and Ricochet playing a bit part at the moment. And Owens, who felt and tasted a cannonball from Ricochet, could be loading one up himself. There you go. Right into the corner. Right into AJ Styles. Crushes Styles in the corner. And here's Sami Zayn. Zayn trying to get back into the match. And a missile drop kick. That put down Kevin Owens. These two have basically been fighting all night. And oh my. What's Sami Zayn looking for? Owens dazed from the drop kick. Sami Zayn with a DDT on the concrete floor. And oh, how the tables have turned. And Sami Zayn came in for the Helluva kick and he didn't get it. Styles saw it coming, stopped Sami Zayn, but Zayn was on a roll. He really came in all guns blazing. But AJ Styles rise and puts a stop, caught that boot in the nick of time. Sami Zayn snaps the arm, pulls down AJ Styles takes up Styles, brain buster, drops him on the back of his neck. This is Sami Zayn's best run in the match so far. If I was Zayn, I'd stop telling Styles to get up and try and keep capitalising on the momentum that he's built, and he's doing that now. Heads to the top rope. Oh! He got caught. Knees into the chest. Pele kick from Styles. And AJ, and a brain buster of his own. And that really did rock the neck of Sami Zayn. This could be enough to win the match, and AJ Styles comes within a whisper of becoming the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. Well, a matchup that would be Styles versus Nakamura, but he's not there yet. It could be Zayn versus Nakamura. Zayn, forearm. Sami Zayn, hesitation, drop kick. And that has AJ reeling. AJ on the apron. Zayn, AJ stepped back, but oh wow! Sami Zayn, he didn't get AJ, he got Ricochet this time! He gets Styles, and Sami Zayn continues to go from strength to strength. He's feeling it. Look out! Oh my God! He just felt the barricade. Kevin Owens came running at Zayn like a bull and clattered through the barricade, and Styles, I don't think he saw any of it. And now it's Styles, Ricochet, staring each other down. And Kevin Owens might have inadvertently put himself out of this one. He took Sami Zayn out in the process. And a forearm from AJ sends Ricochet off the ropes. Ducks underneath, does Styles, leapfrog over the top. And Ricochet puts the brakes on. And has stopped Styles. Hooks a leg. A 2 count. So has Kevin Owens done more damage to himself in taking out Sami Zayn? Quite possibly. Those two still out after going through the barrier, and AJ Styles drives the knee right between the eyes of Ricochet. Forearm from AJ. And drags Ricochet to the corner. Knife edge chop. Boot to the midsection. Now proceeding to stomp the life out of Ricochet. And maybe this matchup is too soon in the career of Ricochet. He has put on a great showing thus far, and we must never count him out. My mistake. AJ floats behind. Styles takes up Ricochet. Oh, goodness me. A little bit messy, all tangled up in the ropes, but pulled the maneuver off, and Styles could care less about how it's delivered. AJ wants Ricochet up. Phenomenal. Oh, Ricochet out the way. And Styles pulling himself back up. And Ricochet. Oh, German suplex. Can Ricochet pull this off? Oh, what a kick! I'd go for the pin. He has to. We could be on the verge of a new #1 contender, and his name is No. His name is not No, but it is not a 3 for Ricochet. Ricochet, oh, Styles with the boot. And AJ Styles, Yoshigoroshi. Knee to the back of the neck. And now AJ looking for the Styles Clash. This is it. Here we go. No. Ricochet rolls through. Referee. 1, 2. Goodness. Oh. It was 2. It was 2. But Ricochet has the wit about him to keep on the offense. The determination from Ricochet, second to none. And that determination could pull him to the promised land. Here we go. Wade just... Oh, what the hell? Luke Gallows. Oh, Ricochet tried to get Gallows out the way and a power bomb from Luke Gallows. What is this in aid of? Oh, it's Carl Anderson as well. The club. Well, we know the alliance. Oh, no. AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Magic Killer. And after a grueling contest, you're not going to tell me that this matchup is going to be determined by outside interference. Styles Clash. 1, 2, 3. For goodness sake, you've got to be kidding. What a joke. What a joke. And this is how the matchup unfolded. Kevin Owens, like a bull, took out Sami Zayn. That was the end of those two's participation. And then this. Luke Gallows standing in the way between Styles and Ricochet. Ricochet having no choice but to take the risk. And then the Magic Killer from the club. Gallows and Anderson, which led to the Styles Clash. And that was all she wrote. And we now know that AJ Styles is the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles is coming in the foreseeable future. It's just a shame how it happened.